Okay, hello everyone. Hello. I think I'm audible to all of you. So, I believe we are live. Okay, so just confirm once you are able to see live, and then we are going to start today's webinar. So, which is on agentic AI or AI agents, a future workforce. So, this is something that we are going to discuss in today's webinar. Okay, you are loud and clear. Fine. So, we can start. We are going to start in some time. So just give me a couple of minutes and then we are going to start with this webinar. Sir, great job. Thank you. So yeah, I know today is Friday, so many of us are in a party mode, but let's talk about AI agent. And again, so I'm not going to talk about anything technical over here in terms of coding. So obviously I have a class for that, and over there, so we are going to discuss about things in a technical way. But today we are going to discuss more about how agentic AI is changing tech or entire workforce, how it is trying to impact industry that we are working into as of now. Hello, Sudhanshu sir. United you this side. You taught Mr. Python in FSDS. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think we can start. So let me share my screen and then we can start talking about agentic AI. So I have a beautiful slide for all of you. So where we are going to discuss about this agentic AI. And yeah, so this slide I'm going to upload inside your dashboard so that you all will be able to download it at any point of a time you want. So just go inside a Euron and then you will be able to see me live over there. And from there, you will be able to chat, you will be able to ask any kind of a question, and even on a YouTube or from anywhere if you have joined. So yes, you all will be able to ask any kind of a question that you have. So fine, I think we can start. So guys, this webinar is all about future of workforce and how AI is changing it, how agentic AI is trying to create an impact. Because since last couple of months, so we are talking about this agentic AI a lot means literally a lot. We are talking about this agentic AI over every platform, so whether it's a YouTube or LinkedIn or any community forum, so everywhere people are saying that agentic AI is going to replace many of us. Agentic AI is something which is going to create a kind of a disruption that we have never seen so far. But yeah, somewhere it's true, and again it's not completely true. So it is not going to disrupt the entire workforce. So yes, it is going to realign the entire tech industry, and it is already doing it since last 2 years. And maybe in 2025 you will be able to see more impact, but it is not going to replace a human being. So I keep on talking about this on every platform, that don't worry about you. So if you are skilled enough and if you are equipped enough, obviously you will be able to thrive inside a tech industry, and no one is going to replace you. But yeah, so there are people so who are worried about it. So let's talk about this agentic AI. So there is a prediction, and there is a prediction from a PwC, as you can see in my slide, that by 2030, so 30% of a job will be automated by AI technology. And again, so this is nothing new. Since last 2 years, we have seen that how ChatGPT or ChatGPT like platform like a Gemini or maybe a Cloud or any such platform is trying to replace or trying to help us the way we used to work. So previously, so whenever we had any kind of a doubt or maybe any kind of a queries or any kind of a questions, so we generally go to Google, we try to search on a Stack Overflow and for a code, so obviously we try to look into a GitHub repository, the existing GitHub repository. But since last 2 years, so most of us are using just chat gpt kind of a system. So maybe a chat gpt, maybe a cloud here, maybe we are trying to use uh, Gemini or any such kind of platform which is available inside a market. And again, so this year, so we are talking a lot about agentic AI. So what is this agentic AI, by the way, and how these agents are going to replace us? So agentic AI, if I'll talk about this agentic AI in a layman way, so agentic AI is nothing but a kind of a system, a kind of a complex system that you will be able to build, where you can try to assign a small task to a particular program. So it's nothing but a combination of a program, you can say. So where one program will be performing one of the task, and then the output will go to a next one and the next one and the next one. And in this way, so it is going to create a complex structure, so where it is going to solve a complex problem. And this is where agentic AI comes into a picture. So it's nothing but another label of automation. So we are talking about automation since last 1 decade, I believe, and we all have seen, and most of us were the part of that particular automation. Now, so agentic AI, you can try to think in the exact same way, but a most advanced version of an automation that we have been doing since last couple of years. So this is where, and this is how you all can understand agentic AI. So in this particular webinar, so I'm going to talk about that how agentic AI is going to solve the problem. Plus, I'm going to talk about a platform, so where you can go and you can try to build agentic AI kind of a system. So I have listed down all the popular platforms. So there are so many platforms, but yeah, so I have listed down just a popular one over here, so that you can go over there and then you will be able to do whatever you want, whatever kind of experimentation that you are looking for with respect to agentic AI. And if I'll talk about Euron, so even on Euron, you will be able to find out courses. So Bappy is taking this particular course, and Bappy is one of the amazing fine mentor that we have. And he is talking about this entire agentic AI in a practical manner. So how you will be able to build a different kind of a application with respect to agentic AI. So please go and check out if you would like to learn agentic AI in a practical manner. So here everything he's talking about in a complete practical manner, and whatever library that you heard of, or whatever task or operation that you have heard of, everything he is going to teach, everything he is going to build inside a class itself. So it's one of the amazing syllabus that we have created with respect to a agentic AI, which is completely based out of the practical. Not just this, so we have so many other courses as well. So I'm talking about like I'm taking this big data classes, business analytics classes, plus we have C++, computer vision, DLCV, full stack data science, Hindi, English. So we have so many courses listed over here, and everything you all will be able to access just in one single subscription. So this is the next thing which I'm building. So I believe most of you are aware about me, and I was associated with iNeuron, so where we were like selling courses, upskilling courses, and that too with the super affordability. Now here, so we are trying to build a platform, so where you all will be able to access each and everything just with one single subscription, a tons of live classes, self-paced classes, projects, books, each and everything. So yeah, please go and check out Euron.one, guys, and hope all of you are going to enjoy it. And if you have any kind of feedback, please let me know. Now coming back to my slide, guys. So agentic AI, like I have already mentioned, that it's nothing but a combination of multiple program, a complex program, so where one program is trying to solve a small task, giving an output or maybe a feedback to a next program, and based on the previous output and a feedback, next program is going to execute itself, it is going to take some sort of a action. So it's nothing but it's a new co-worker for you. Like I have already mentioned in a beginning itself, that uh, whenever we had any kind of a doubt or maybe any kind of a error, we used to find out 2 year or 3 year back. So we simply go to Google, try to search for it, and we get our solution over a Stack Overflow, or maybe in some GitHub repository, or maybe in some documentation or a blog post. Now here, so agentic AI, with the help of entire knowledge which it holds in in a form of different models that we are living into, so it is going to solve a variety of a problem just like your coworker. So maybe if you have some sort of a like a project, let's suppose you are building some project, maybe a complex one, maybe a easy one. So the way you assign a task to your coworker, your managers are going to assign a task to your coworker, your lead is going to assign a task to your coworker. So what they do, so they simply try to break it down into a small chunk, and they ask a team member that you solve this, you solve this, you solve that, and finally someone is going to combine the entire things, and finally you will be used to build a product. So in the similar manner, in the exact similar manner, so here it is going to behave like your co-worker. So where you are just going to configure the entire pipeline, deploy it, and it is going to work. It is going to work on behalf of you day and night, 24 by 7. Now you are going to ask, you can ask me a question that obviously, if a system is going to do each and everything, then what we are going to do? So guys, in last couple of decades, technology has changed a lot, and technology will keep on evolving. So obviously we have seen that trend, not just like a last year or this year we are going to see, but we have seen that particular trend year on year since last decade. And yes, in the similar manner, obviously people need, or company needs someone to create this agent. Company needs someone who understand the entire business logic. Company need someone so who will be able to monitor all of these agent or small processes that you are going to create. Because agentic AI can perform a task. It's just a piece of code. It will be able to perform some sort of a task. But at the end of the day, it needs a human input. Without human input, it will not be able to do anything. So it's not like it is going to take care of anything and everything. And that's the reason that I have mentioned that it is not going to replace human. Still, it needs a human being to perform a lot of operation, maintain it, monitor it, and finally productionize it, and make sure that there is no data breach or there is no harm it is going to make to a human being. So again, if I'll talk about agentic AI, so which industry it is trying to impact more? So I have listed down a couple of industry over here. So healthcare industry is one of the industry where agentic AI, you will be able to see more and more going forward in terms of diagnosis, or anywhere where we are trying to do a repetitive task, you will be able to see an impact of these agents massively. Because this agent is been designed, this program is been written in such a way that it is supposed to replace all the repetitive tasks at the end of the day. Again, if I'll talk about finance industry, it is going to create a lot of impact. Retail industry, education industry, so everywhere it is going to create a lot of impact going forward. Now, coming to the next one. So here there is some positive impact agentic AI is going to create, and there are some negative impact or challenges it is going to create for a human being. So now if I'll talk about a positive impact, so obviously it is going to increase efficiency and productivity, and I believe this is why we use a tech, so that tech can try to enhance our experience, it can enhance the efficiency, and it can try to increase our productivity. And this is what tech has been doing since last couple of decades, and this is what this particular tech is going to do once again, maybe in a best possible way, or maybe in a better way, the way we have seen a tech maybe in the last 1 decade. But yeah, this is a positive impact it is going to create. It is going to reduce a human error in a complex task, and obviously time, right? So let's suppose previously if human being was taking a 10 hour of time to complete one particular job, so maybe these agents will be able to perform it in a fraction of second. That's it. So again, positively, we can look into this one. Now, enhance decision making with a predictive analysis. So system is running day and night. So obviously it will be able to take more decision with the more data, with the more input. But once again, it needs a lot of human intervention. And it is going to open up a new job opportunities as well. And if you will go and check a trend over a LinkedIn, over a Naukri, over a Monster, over Indeed, all of these job platforms, you will be able to see a lots and lots of new role, a role based out of generative AI, a role based out of agentic AI, and these roles are going to increase going forward at the end of the day. Now, challenges wise, so obviously job displacement. Now, many people say that it is going to replace us. So I would like to remind you a story. So when people have introduced calculator, so there were so many finance people who have raised a concern that it is going to replace us. Just imagine a calculator, right? So we have calculator in our mobile phone nowadays. But yeah, so when it has been introduced in 1950 or 60s, at that point of a time, people was started saying that it is going to replace us. But no, we have seen that people are able to leverage a use of calculator, and they were able to solve a lots of complex mathematics or lots of complex mathematical calculation just with the ease. Now, so when computer came into a picture, so again people started saying that it is going to replace a lot of jobs. But again, it has created a lot of job. Obviously it has replaced a old job. So a lot of job which was available at that point of a time before a computer era, now that doesn't even exist. But it has not replaced everything, it has not replaced human being, it has created a lot more opportunity than it has destroyed. And because of that, I believe we all are sitting in front of our system over the internet, and we are enjoying this particular live session because someone has taken this as an advantage, and they have created the entire ecosystem. And in the similar manner, AI is going to do the same thing, right? Now, skill gap challenges wise, so worker will need to adapt and acquire a new skill. So if you remember, if you're like a 1990s kids, so you must have seen that there was a lot of computer center uh, which existed in our town or in our local. So where we used to go, we try to learn a basic computer skill at that point of a time. So we were even learning like a Excel or PowerPoint or Word or a lot of other things, which looks naive as of now, so which doesn't even make sense as of now. But yeah, we have seen that, and we were trying to adopt that one. Now, so obviously those who are not going to upskill themselves, those who are not going to go ahead with the AI, those who are not going to adapt it, obviously they will be left behind. And those who are going to adapt it, they can try to leverage it. And yes, there are a lot of people, millions and millions of people who is trying to leverage it, whether it's a content creator, whether it's a coder, whether it's a product manager, whether it's a designer. Everyone nowadays is trying to leverage each and everything with AI. And obviously they have advantage, they are able to get an edge. Now, ethical concern wise, so accountability in AI decision. And again, this is going to create not a challenge but an opportunity. So it is going to open up a lot of new roles. So where there will be a people who will just try to monitor the decision making of an AI. So whether it's a good or whether it's a bad or it's going in a better direction or worse direction. So this kind of a role you all will be able to see going forward. Now, moving to the next slide. So here, so I've just prepared a slide, guys, so that I will be able to share this entire things with you. By the way, I'm not a slide guy, so who come and discuss about the slides. I hate discussing a slides, but I thought that okay, fine. So let's go and give a try so that things will be pretty much clear to all of you, and hope all of you are able to enjoy it. Now, so leveraging AI for a growth, a toolkit to a success. So obviously, it is going to create a lot of productivity for all of you, and there are a lot of productivity tool which is already available. Chat GPT is one of those tool. Now, the PPT that you are able to see, Just imagine, guys, the PPT that you are able to see. So we have just created a page by page content. Just we have created a page by page content. We have drafted that okay. So in this page, I'm looking for this particular content. In that particular page, I'm looking for that particular content with respect to this particular webinar, which I'm supposed to deliver, which I'm delivering as of now. And the entire PPT, the image that you are able to see, this boxes that you are able to see, each and everything is been done by AI. Just imagine. So previously, when we had to create a PPT, so we worked just day and night after creating a content slide by slide. Obviously, that's a process, right? So we try to create a content and then we try to put up inside the PPT. Then we try to design it. We try to put up some sort of images over there. Now we have just created a content. We have just written each and everything that what I'm looking for in a particular slide, and AI itself has generated this entire PPT. Just imagine, just in a fraction, and that too in a fraction of second. Hardly it has taken maybe a 30 second of time, and after that we have polished it, and now I'm using it, right? And that is the reason so I have created this PPT, so that I can come to my webinar and I can talk about it. That previously, just to create this slide, we had to spend hours and hours of a time, right? And this is what I was talking about, a productivity tool. So I think this is one of the productivity which I'm able to get, where a tens of hours of work can be done just in a fraction of second. And this is what a magic of AI is. This is what I was talking about, that this is the impact that AI is trying to create. But yes, you should know that which tool I'm supposed to use for which particular task, what kind of an agent I'm supposed to create for what particular task. And if you are not aware about it, obviously you will be left behind. So now I believe I have given you one of the example which I'm using even right now, and hope all of you are going to leverage this particular opportunity. Now, so let's talk about a system. So where you can go and you can try to build such kind of a system, which is a AI agent. So there are so many platforms which I have listed down in a couple of slides. Slide number 1, 2, and 3. So here you will be able to find out that there are so many platforms I have listed down. So one of these platforms are OpenAI Swarm. So you can go to Google, you can try to check. The another one is Microsoft AutoGen. And again, all of these platform requires a different kind of a skill set, a different kind of a engineering skill set, where you understand your business problem, you understand your core values, you understand your customer, and you understand the entire process. And based on that, you can try to use maybe OpenAI Swarm, you can try to use Microsoft AutoGen. I have listed down a couple of more platform over here, like a DeFi, Langflow, VoiceFlow, Relevance AI, and AnyLogic, Feed Data. All of these platforms has been built in such a way that you can go over there and then you can try to create whatever you want. Now let me talk about one of these platforms. So I'll simply go to Google and I'll try to search for a Feed Data over here. Now Feed Data is one of the platform where you can go and you can try to build any kind of an agent that you want. And what is the meaning of agent, by the way? A complex problem if I'm trying to solve. So again, so agents are going to break it down, or agents are not technically going to break it down. You are the one who is going to break it down into a small problems, and then you are going to create a small agent, connect each and everything together, and finally it is going to work for you. So Feed Data is one of the platform where you can go and you can try to create a legal agent, you can try to create a financial agent, you can try to create a construction agent, or so many more things you will be able to create. So if I'm going to log in, maybe I can go to its documentation page and I can try to show you that how easy it is, and they have given you an entire code base as well. So let me go to, there is a playground, and there is a docs. So let me go to a docs, let me go to the example, and here inside an example section you will be able to see a lot of example, and I've been using it since last couple of like a week, I would say. All of these agent I have experimented, and some of the amazing agent I'm using on a daily basis, and one of that agent is YouTube timestamp agent. So you must have seen that in our YouTube videos, So we try to put up a timestamp, right? So this is a agent I have been using for my YouTube SEO. So where whenever I used to upload, or whenever my team used to upload a YouTube video, they just try to put up a YouTube link over here. They just try to put up a YouTube link over here, and then it is going to give you a breakdown of a timestamp. Simple, right? So this is one of the agent that we have been using, again, to generate a YouTube description, to generate maybe a write-up about YouTube, to generate a proper title which is aligned with a topic which I'm discussing inside my YouTube content. So we have been using this one heavily. And yes, there are a lot of platforms, paid platforms, where you can do the same thing. But why to go ahead with the paid platform when I will be able to get everything just for free? So I just have to configure the API key, and not just from the OpenAI. So I can try to configure API key from a multiple platform. And again, a lot of platforms are providing you API key just for free. One of those platforms are Grook. So they have a paid and they have a free version both. So I can try to use that one. And yes, I will be able to generate a timestamp. Simple, right? I can try to use it. And we are using it even in real time. And if I'll talk about the same task, a same job a year back, so we had a dedicated team for doing an SEO on our YouTube channel. There was a dedicated team to write a description, to write a title, to write a timestamp, and to do the entire SEO with a relevant keyword. But now, right now, this particular agent is working for us, and this particular agent is able to do the exact same task. So we don't need that particular person, right? And again, so maybe that person is going to take some sort of a time to do the same task, but here it's a system. Just go copy and paste your YouTube link, it is going to perform all the SEO operation. Copy and paste the data, and your work is done, right? Your work is completely done. So here, if you will come, so you will be able to find out a lots and lots of different kind of agent over here. Now Vikas is asking that, sir, please discuss some use case of a agentic AI for a healthcare. So I believe in my slide over here, so I have mentioned that IBM Watson. So somewhere I have mentioned about IBM Watson for a diagnosis. So here, so IBM Watson, so they have introduced this as a chatbot, but now it's more than a chatbot. So back then, IBM had released Watson and was behaving like a chatbot, like any other basic chatbots, so where you are going to give your own knowledge base, and based on that knowledge base, it is going to give you some sort of a response and reply. But now it's more than that, and it is trying to solve a lots and lots of diagnosis problem. So this is one of the example that you can look into with respect to healthcare. Now coming over here, so here there are a lot of like agents, and again, like I said, so in our agentic AI classes, so we are talking about all of these agent code wise, means practically how you will be able to build it, how you will be able to deploy it, and all of these platforms which I have listed down in this particular place, everyone is giving you tons of examples. So you are not supposed to go anywhere. Just go over here, look into their documentation, and even you will be able to replicate the same things, and you will be able to get some sense that how I will be able to build an agent for my own task, my own work, which I'm trying to deliver inside an industry. Very simple. Like I've shown you, right? So fee data. They have given you entire documentation. Obviously, this piece of code is not enough for your work. So let's suppose I'm looking for something extra. I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for creation of a multiple agents and connection in between that. Like I said, it's just a piece of code at the end of the day. Nothing more than that. And this is the piece of the code. And this is the complete Pythonic code. Now, people will say that it is going to replace me. No, it is not going to replace you. Still, you need someone who understand a Python code. Still, you need someone who understand the entire business. Still, you need someone who understand the complete process about your business, and you need someone who will be able to connect each and everything and deploy it. So those who think that it is going to replace a human being completely, no, it is going to behave just like your coworker. It is going to assist you. It is just going to help you out. Now, anyone who is not aware about the Python code, just tell me one thing, that anyone who is not aware about the Python code, how they will be able to build the agent? So obviously, that base is required. Programming is still required. Understanding about a machine learning algorithm, statistics, deep learning algorithm, NLP, generative AI, each and everything is required. Understanding about a data analytics, understanding about a big data, understanding about a web development, ops and cloud, each and everything is required. It is just going to behave like a helper, or you can say that better version of Google search, a very advanced version, a powerful version of a Google search. That's it. Making sense, guys? Yes. Yeah. Like I said, that it's not like automation has been introduced now in last 2 years after AI. No, we have been automating things since last lot of like a couple of decades. So this is just a advanced version of it. That's it. I believe you all will be able to resonate. So here again, there is a calendar agent. Again, one of my favorite agent, which has been available over here. But this piece of a code is not even enough to solve your entire problem. You need someone who understand the API. You need someone who understand the connectivity. You need someone so who can try to build a complete web interface for you, so that your manager, your team lead, or your directors will be able to use it. So at the end of the day, you need a tech guy, you need an engineer. So those who are scared about the like a agentic AI, that it is going to replace me as a like a employee from my company, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. But yes, you have to learn, you have to adopt, and I believe this is what we have done as a human being in last like every decade, right? So we have adopted a lot of things, we have learned a lot of things, we have explored a lot of things, we have researched on a lot of things, and then we all have built a next thing. So that's a only thing which is like which I would like to say. Now there is something called as Discord agent, there is something called as a RAG agent. So again, this is my favorite one. So RAG, we are using a heavy RAG system. So if I'll talk about Euron, let's talk about Euron. So here, if I'll talk about Euron, so we have built something called as Euron Assist, which will be able to give you answer not just based out of the public data. So public data means yes, we are using a Llama model, and it will be able to answer all of your query, relevant, irrelevant, everything. But let's suppose if you are going to ask a question that what is Euron, it will be able to answer immediately. And let me show you another amazing thing. So I'm live and many people have joined through a YouTube, but let's try to see our live class. So someone has asked a question in a live class itself. Someone has asked a question. Just see over here. So, and our system is able to answer. And again, if someone is going to ask a question with respect to Euron, with respect to Euron classes, with respect to Euron topics, it will be able to answer even those questions which is not a part of public data, which is a part of Euron data, which is a private data, by the way. So we have been using this RAG system heavily over here, right? So again, yes, it has replaced a support team, but at the same point of a time, it is giving a lots and lots of advantage to my user, to my students, that immediately they are able to get their answer. Immediately we are able to solve their problems. Immediately we are able to clarify all the doubts, and there is no wait time, and this system will be available 24 by 7. Anyone can come over here and anyone can ask any kind of a question, because when we were giving a support with the help of our support team, so obviously we had to deploy a team in a different domain. So let's suppose we are giving classes in a web development, so we need a support team for a web development, then for a data science, then for a big data, then for a data analytics, then for a ops, then for a cloud. So again, these support team will not be able to answer immediately because they take time to understand a problem, and then they will try to solve it, and then they will be able to reply back to you. Now some user will get pissed off that okay, so it is taking a lot of time, so why I should come over here and then ask a question. Now we have deployed our own system over here, which is using a public model with RAG, with our own private data, and based out of it, it is giving an answer immediately inside a live classes. So Okay, so here is an amazing question. So wait, Euron is not human. No, it's not human. Okay, so by leveraging AI tool and agent, the time work is reduced. So for example, if we need 10 people to do the task, then 5 are sufficient. So directly 5 people will lose the job. Am I right? So yes, obviously 5 people are going to lose a job, just to answer your question, but it is going to create a new opportunity, which I have mentioned inside my upcoming slides, that what kind of a new opportunity it is trying to create. So I have mentioned that as well, that yes, I truly agree that it is going to, right? It is going to replace our existing workforce. And I think I have already given an example that when people have introduced calculator, yes, it has replaced a lot of people. When computer came in this world, it has replaced a lot of job. Again, when programming, and after programming, a lots and lots of framework came into a picture, it has replaced our previous job. And it has, at the same point of a time, it has created a next level of job as well. So whenever new technology will come into a picture, it is going to create a bit of disruption. This is what even AI is doing since last like 5 to 6 years, and since last 2 years we have seen that in an exponential way. But at the same point of a time, it is going to create a new one. Now, if you have to keep yourself relevant, so obviously a couple of things which I would like to highlight over here, so which I have mentioned inside my slide, as you can see. Continuous learning, and again, this is nothing new, I believe. We have been learning continuously. So like in my last 10 year of career, I have started my career in SAP BidAnalyst Pro, Fury UI5, and SY4 HANA. Then I moved into a big data somewhere around 2016 after working into an SAP for approximately 2 years. So at that point of a time, so I used to write a code in Java, and the framework which I was using was BevDyno Pro. Now, no one even know BevDyno Pro. It's gone. SAP itself has removed that particular platform, that particular framework. So maybe some legacy systems are running on a BevDyno Pro, but yeah, so new systems are not running, or new clients are not adopting this BevDyno Pro. Obviously, it has been replaced. Then, so I switched into a big data. So again, I have seen a lot of changes into a big data. So big data system that we have been using at that point of a time during 2016, 17, and 18, somehow a concept still exists, but now everything is available in terms of a framework or in terms of a cloud. So if I'll talk about Azure, if I'll talk about GCP, or if I'll talk about AWS, now somehow everything we are trying to do on these cloud platform. Previously, so we have to install a cluster manually, we have to manage all of those things, we have to manage a name node, data node, all those machines manually means, so we used to write a code for each and everything, and then we used to monitor, we used to maintain, we used to productionize, so that my system can keep on delivering things for which it has been designed. But now everything is available on a cloud platform like a Databricks, right? So Databricks has created an amazing platform, so where you will be able to do everything in an amazing way, and that too with the ease of use. So yes, things has changed. Things will keep on changing. Whatever you are able to see at the beginning of 2025, it is not going to be same maybe by the end of 2025. And the only thing that you can do is continuous learning and continuously adopting a new technology and new things as it comes into a market. And again, I don't think that it is going to give you a lot of pain. It's not like you have to keep on learning things day and night 24 by 7. No, it's not required. Like I said in a beginning itself, that if your base is strong, if your programming is strong, if your DSA is strong, if your machine learning algorithm, deep learning algorithm, computer vision algorithm base, right? So if that particular base is strong, believe me, just go and explore any system which exists and which has been created recently. You will be able to use it without any kind of a hassle, without any kind of a pain. So I'm not saying that you should keep on learning things day and night. You don't have to enjoy your life. You just have to learn. No, not at all. You are not supposed to do that. You can just chill out, but yes, build a base first. I have seen many people that they're directly jumping into a generative AI, they're directly jumping into a agentic AI. Believe me, it is not going to yield any kind of a fruitful result today, tomorrow, or even in a future. And again, you will have to go through a complete learning curve. And if you have to avoid that part, then I always advise to everyone that focus on your base. If you are focusing on your base, no one is going to replace you, because at the end of the day, the things which with which you are dealing with is a piece of code, just a piece of code. I believe I'm making sense to all of you, right, guys? Yes. Never, Satya is saying never forget the data. Yes. ओके लीजिए सर, हम यूट्यूब लाइव से यहां आ गए. ओके. Okay, now skill development. So obviously you have to develop a new skills, but old skills are still relevant. A base old, I'm not saying that old skills, but yeah, base skills. I used to say base skills. So base skills are still relevant. Simple. Then networking. Many people avoid this particular part. See, we are living in a world where social media plays a vital role. Now, your resumes are not that relevant as compared to a work if you can showcase, right? And since last 4 to 5 years, I keep on saying in my class that please try to mention your LinkedIn, please try to mention your GitHub. Now I used to say that yes, mention your LinkedIn, mention your GitHub, but apart from that, try to build maybe a small things, maybe a MVP. Try to build, maybe just try to do some sort of a POC, deploy it, productionize it, and try to put up that particular link inside your resume. Or if you are going to apply, if you are going to DM someone, so please try to send your work, not just a piece of code in which is available inside your GitHub and inside your LinkedIn. Plus, networking is very much important. If you are learning something, it's always advisable to share with everyone, discuss as much as you can, so that you will be able to understand a perspective of a people. You will be able to network with a relevant people over a social media, and eventually you will be able to leverage that particular network in your upcoming days or maybe years. So networking is very much important. Don't just rely on applying a job on Naukri, Monster, Indeed, or maybe on LinkedIn, because yes, if you have a very strong network, and if people knows you, if people know your work, that yes, this is a guy who can work for me, who can work with me, and obviously this guy is having a proven track record, he or she is going to deliver, you will be able to get an advantage all the time. That's the reason I keep on saying networking always plays a vital role. And this is what I have seen in my last 10 year of career, right? So even I believe, I truly believe in this networking part. Practical experience. So participate in internship projects or hackathon, gain hands-on experience, and try to showcase this experience to everyone. This is important. Just try to showcase everything to everyone, so that they will be aware about you, they will be aware of your work, and you never know, so when it is going to click, and when there will be an opportunity. So whenever there will be an opportunity, people are going to give you a priority as compared to giving a priority to someone so who is not, or maybe who is not trying to spread the awareness over a social media platform. Now, coming to the role, so what an all role it is going to create more and more. So obviously a AI engineer, or you can say a full stack AI engineer, is still relevant. So a guy who understands programming, who understands DSA, who understands statistics, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP. So that guy, that kind of a person is still relevant, and a person who understands code very well. Now, cybersecurity. So as this kind of a AI agents and systems, or you can say more or less, code is increasing and code is taking over a real world. At that point of a time, cyber person, a person who can protect a system, a person who can define a rule, a person who can do a benchmarking, a person who can build a system to avoid every kind of a breaches. So that kind of a person will be very, 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 very relevant, because at the end of the day, it's just a piece of code. System means it's just a piece of code, nothing more than that, right? A piece of code, piece of libraries. Data analyst, if I'll talk about. So yes, data analyst will be relevant. So tomorrow I'm going to start my data analytics class in English. So you can go over a Euron platform, you can check that out. So me and Imran is going to take that particular class. So we have not made an announcement, but soon we are going to make an announcement. And I believe tomorrow's data analyst first class will be live on YouTube as well. So you can join, you can ask any kind of a question that you want. That's completely fine. Now, the next emerging role is going to be AI ethics officer. So who is going to keep check and balance over all the AI system, which eventually you all are going to see. So I believe the doubt that you had that AI is going to replace, no, it is not going to replace everyone. And AI is not going to create any new opportunity. No, it is going to create a new opportunity. It is not going to replace you completely. Now, the another emerging opportunity is blockchain developer. So 2 or 3 years back, so blockchain was very much popular. Now, going forward, you will be able to see that people are moving towards this blockchain again, and maybe that trend you all will be able to see. So in last like 2024 and 2023, so we have not seen much of trend, the kind of a trend that we have seen in 21 22, but eventually this year and next year you will be able to see this opportunities as well. Human machine teaming manager, so this is the new role that you all will be able to see. Human machine teaming manager, so there will be a manager. So in the current culture, in a current organization, so there are managers who used to manage a people. Going forward, you will be able to see there will be a manager who is going to manage this AI agents, because AI agents is nothing but it's a workforce for you. It's your co-worker. So the way your managers, your leads are managing your co-worker, in this, your colleague, in the similar manner, you will be able to see in a future, not in a future, I would say this year itself, you will be able to see a lot that there are people who is going to manage AI or machine, you can say, or a piece of code or small processes. Now, virtual reality content creator. So this field is yet to emerge, but yes, it is going to emerge. It is going to enhance its experience, the kind of experience that we are able to see as of now. So it is like, if I'll talk about AI or agentic AI, so it is not going to just create a disruption, but apart from that, so it is going to create a lot of opportunities. And I believe I have listed down a couple of that, but this is not it. Apart from this, there are so many other opportunities which system is going to create at the end of the day. Now, so if you are preparing for a future, so a couple of things I would like to highlight over here, so which I have mentioned inside this slide, that if you are preparing for 2025, 2026 or beyond, so what and all things that you are supposed to focus as per me again. So it's my personal perspective, and based on my personal perspective, so I prepared this entire deck. So lifelong learning, again, it's very much important. So if you are not a lifelong learner, explorer, it will be difficult for you to survive inside our industry. That's very much true, and I'm not denying that particular fact. But I'm not even saying that 24 by 7 you should worry about your future, you should worry about your career. No, even that is not required. Like I said, if your base is strong, if your base is strong, then it's fine, it's done, right? You are not supposed to worry about anything. Believe me, you are not supposed to worry about anything. You will be able to adopt, but you have to be consistent enough, you have to be disciplined enough in terms of your learning. We have seen that our managers, our lead, so they have just survived on one single tech stack. We have seen that era as well. So where if someone knows just one single thing, one single framework or one single programming language, they have survived the entire IT life that they had. But this is not going to be the reality now. If you think that I will learn just one particular skill And based on that skill, I will be able to yield all the advantages. I will be able to grow in my career. I will be able to grow in my life. That is now not possible. So you are supposed to be a lifelong learner, but without compromising with your own life. You're just supposed to be disciplined and consistent enough, and work done. It's done. Now, so strategic skilling, focus on creative, strategic, and empathetic role that AI can't replicate. So still, guys, imagination wise, see, AI is nothing but it's been trained based on the past data that we have generated as a human being. Right? We have generated a lots of data in last decade, and the AI system that we are able to see, it's nothing but it's a mirror of that same data. Right? It's a mirror of same data. So the way it is going to create a creative content, or maybe a images, maybe a videos, maybe a code, piece of code for you, maybe it is writing a small project for you, but at the end of the day, it's our data. Based on that, AI is been trained, and again, AI is not having much of creativity, because to generate a creativity, to do some creative task, you still need a human brain, so which is very very dynamic. There is no limitation, and we can think and we can solve a problem till any extent, which sometime even we are not able to imagine. Right? So if you are creative enough, if you know which tool, which framework, which technology I'm supposed to use to solve which problem, you are the winner in a market, and obviously everyone will be looking for you. Technical skill, and never forget about this. Doesn't matter how many people are going to come and say that learn this, learn that. Obviously go and explore, learn, but never ever forget a base. Nowadays, in like in my all the talks, so I'm saying the same line, that just try to build a strong base, because the system that you are trying to explore is nothing but again a piece of code. And if you have to understand that particular system, obviously your fundamentals, your base must be very very strong, your core must be very very strong. So develop a basic programming skill. So maybe you are, if you're learning Python, well and good, C++, Java, JavaScript, learn. But yes, try to build a programming language base as strong as possible. Then AI fundamental, statistics, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision. And yeah, so I have a class called as a full stack data science. So I'm taking that class, and that class is available in Hindi as well as in English. So if you are interested, so you can go and you can try to explore. Let me show you that one, guys. So I have already started this batch in a month of December, and I have taken a couple of class so far. So here you will be able to find out full stack data science mastery and full stack data science English and in Hindi. So which whatever language you are comfortable with. And like I have mentioned, so as a part of Euron, I'm trying to build one student, one subscription platform, because now we need a reskilling, upskilling more frequently. And yes, there are so many courses which is available in a market. So a pain is that every time I have to go, I have to buy a courses, and then I have to go ahead with this, and then again something new will come into a market, and again I have to go and buy the courses. Right? Now, keeping that in a mind, I thought that what if I can try to create one student, one subscription, just like a Netflix, that if I have to watch maybe a family drama, maybe a horror movie, maybe a war-based movie, maybe a documentary, I'll simply go to one single platform and I can watch it, like a Netflix, like a Prime, like a Disney Hotstar. There are so many OTT platforms available for movies. Even OTT like platforms are available for a song. OTT like platforms are available for even a books, I would say. Even for audiobooks, there are a lot of platform which is available, but there are very less platform in terms of numbers of platform. If I'll say, there are very less platform which is available in this world, so which is going to give you such kind of a facility and feature where you can access everything just with one single subscription. And this is what I'm trying to build. So as of now, we have a courses in all the data segment. We have a courses in Hindi, English, mostly all the courses, most of the courses I would say, available in Hindi and English, and whichever is not available, so we are trying to bring, and we are making sure that with one single subscription you all will be able to access each and everything, so that, because every day new things coming into a market. So yesterday, last year, yesterday means last year I'm talking about. So last year we were talking about a generative AI a lot, right? So yeah, people started running after a generative AI. Now this year we are talking about agentic AI. Now again, in next 3 months, 4 months, something new will come into a picture, like a agentic AI manager kind of a role. And then again, so we are going to launch once courses maybe in that one. And again, base is important. So to complete a base, I need a programming language. I need understanding about machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, a lot of things, right? So at any plus I need a project. So we have released so many free projects as well, guys. So you can go over here, you can try to search for it. So let's suppose if I'm trying to search a project, so here you can apply a filter on a project and you will be able to see lots of projects on MLOps, generative AI, lots of things we have done, and we are building more and more day by day. So let's suppose I need a project, I need maybe a books, maybe I need a complete courses in a self-placed mode, in a live mode. So keeping that pain in our mind, because we all have to upskill and reskill, and even we are trying to do upskilling and reskilling, and this is how we are able to generate a content, we are able to go inside the class and teach. So keeping that in our mind, so we have created one student one subscription, which is one of the affordable, I would say, in a market, and that too with the premium quality. All the mentors are teaching you in a self-placed mode, in a live mode. They are creating a project, they're creating a books. So just go and enjoy. Simple. And we will keep on updating our content, we will keep on launching a live classes. So far we have launched a lot of live classes, please go and check out. Now coming back to over here, technical skill. So basic fundamental is important. So I'm a guy who always believe in base. So if your base is strong, if your programming fundamentals is strong, because when I have started my career, so I was doing a coding in Java, and for like a complete 2 year, day and night, I have been coding in Java. Again, when I switched to big data, so same knowledge of Java I have utilized in a big data, and then I started coding in a Scala is nothing but another programming language, so which has been based out of Java. And back then in 2016 2018 it was very much popular, but now, so again, Java and Python is getting popular. And if I'll talk about a web development or app development, so JavaScript is very much popular. So I haven't felt any kind of a pain, because I was already aware about a Java. Then it was very much easy for me to work in Scala. Again, it was very much easy for me to work in C++ and Python. So this is how technology works. If your base is strong, if your fundamentals are strong, believe me, no one, and believe me, no one is going to replace you. So work on your base, and each and everything you will be able to learn by exploring, maybe by attending some of the classes, maybe here with us, maybe somewhere else. And yes, you will be able to keep yourself relevant inside a industry. So tech skill wise, AI fundamental, MLDL, CV, NLP, all those things are very much important. Data analysis skill, it's important. Now, we as a techie, so we always try to avoid this one skill, which is called as soft skill. So we never consider even this soft skill as a skill, most of the techies. And I know many people, I know many, not many people, tons of people I know, so who are very good with programming, who are very good with the tech, who are very good with the algorithm. But when it comes to explanation, when it comes to like, uh, talking about things in a meetings, in a interviews, they are not able to do it. Now, if you are not able to showcase your skills, if you are not able to explain what you know, again, you will not be relevant. So work on your soft skills as well. And again, for this, I don't think that any courses in this entire world is going to work. Not at all. The only thing which is going to work over here is talk more, try to give more and more this kind of a talk to a people, try to connect with more and more people, try to break a conversation wherever you are comfortable, and then only you will be able to understand a people's perspective, mindset, and parallelly you will be able to build your soft skills. If you're going to join some courses for soft skill, believe me, it's again, it's my like a personal belief, but it is not going to work for you. Tech skill someone can teach you, but the soft skill you have to develop, and eventually it takes 6 months to 1 year of time. If you are working on it, you will be able to build your soft skill capabilities as well. This is how I have done. This is how I have built my soft skill. So yeah, call of action. So what you are supposed to do, let's summarize at the end. So access your skill, call of action, point number one. So what you know in a best possible way. And if you're not aware about base, if you're just jumping over a generative AI or maybe over a agentic AI directly, so please try to take a step back and please try to prepare yourself for a basic first, like a language, programming languages, a little bit of mathematics, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, its relevant algorithms and frameworks, and then try to jump on this skills in which you are trying to get a job. Experimentation. So yeah, you should always keep on building up POCs, MVPs based on the current trend inside a market. You should keep on solving a new problems. And again, if you're working inside the industry, so never expect that someone is going to come and going to give you a relevant project. No, it's not going to happen, right? If you're expecting that your manager, your lead, your directors are going to come and then they are going to hand over a new amazing project with a new amazing technology, it is not going to happen for most of us, 99% of us, I would say. Because whenever you are a part of organization, so obviously you have to solve a problem which organization is facing, and maybe people are solving that problem with legacy technology. That's completely fine. There is no doubt about it, and there is nothing wrong in that. So if you have to keep yourself relevant, it's you and you who will have to keep on doing an experimentation. Like I said, try to build a POC, try to build a MVPs, attach that particular link whenever you are sharing your resume with anyone. Try to work on a networking. Now connect. Always say that networking plays a crucial role. Now the fourth one is informed. So yes, if you are the part of network, you will keep on sharing a data, you will keep on sharing a network back and forth, and in this way you will be able to keep yourself relevant. Now coming to a conclusion of this webinar, guys. So coming back to my very first slide, and hope all of you are able to enjoy this talk, right guys? Yes, hope all of you are able to enjoy. Yeah. So now coming to the conclusion, AI or AI agent is not going to replace you if you understand a basic, if you are doing a enough amount of experiment across all the platform that you know, and if you are a kind of a person who is willing to leverage or who is going to take an advantage of this entire system. Otherwise, yes, AI is going to replace you sooner or later if you are not going to use AI. I've seen many people that even in an era of agentic AI, people are not using AI much. They are still relying on a legacy system. Now, this is not going to work. This is really not going to work if you are that kind of a person. So, with that, thank you so much, everyone. Wonderful live session, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And with that, I'm going to conclude my session. So, I think it's already 9 o'clock. So, yeah, I'm going to conclude. And tomorrow, I have a live classes. So, I believe a couple of live classes will be live over here on YouTube as well. And these live classes we are starting in a new year, so you all can come, you can join and enjoy those live classes. And if you are looking for a batches, so please go and explore Euron.one. Over there you will be able to see everything. And with that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. See you again in my live class. Thank you.